Welcome to Irish Outlaw Garage. We're about to stick the motor in our 68 Pontiac ambulance. Out here to help me move the car is Aiden. I'm trusting him. Sometimes. Sometimes he does get it, sometimes he don't. Anyway, let's get this thing moved. Whoa! Keep your brake on. Let off a little bit at a time. Let off a little bit at a time. We're going to go back. Put it in reverse. Just keep your foot on the brake. Brake. Hold it. Give it some tension. Well, you can't now. You got the chain on. There we go. Give her some tension. Forward. Brake. Put your emergency brake on. Shut her off. All right, that wasn't so bad, was it? It sucks to do by yourself, but everybody's eating. Think. Oh yeah, we're in good shape. Good shape. All right, forward we go. Roll, baby, roll. Come on. Amber had extra on there. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we need to go like that. Come on, baby. Roll. Plenty of room. A little bit of room here. Boom, ba boom, boom, boom. Okay. This is where the fun part begins. And let the fun begin. Nice and easy. Filter off everything. There we go. Like such. Let it roll just a little bit. Slide on in there, baby. A little bit more. Where we at? About another 6 inches or so. Come on. Okay, I need to go down. There we go. Now I've got about 8 inches between that and the bumper, which is not good. I need to move this thing sideways. Move it, doggo. I need to move this one way or the other, and I'm thinking, hold on. Which way do I want to go? That's pretty good right there. That's really good, actually. So, I wonder if we go this way. Go one way or the other. Oh no, I scratched the paint. Well, no, it'd probably be better off going the other way. Okay. Just like that. That way this can come forward. The only problem is this gets screwed if I have to lift it, but hopefully I won't have to lift it. So, let's move it forward. Come on, damn it. There we go. Just like that. Ain't that some shit? Come on. Boom. Look at that, huh? I'm a one-man band. Alright. Now, because we're waiting on parts that, believe it or not, were for the most part donated to me from a company that deals in nothing but Pontiac, but evidently they saw what I was doing and they offered them. Asked me not to mention their name because, you know, I don't want everybody free stuff, because I am not sponsored by them at all, but they had them on their shelves, wasn't in their computer, so they sent them. They're going to be here this weekend, and that allows me to fix the cross member and get everything in it. So, all right, let me figure out a way to do this. I'll be right back. Yeah, the transmission's got to come up. I got the bolts. That sucker slipped right in. Yeah, see, we didn't have this room with the other motor. I had to slip the belt through here, like barely get it through there. So yeah, the motor mounts were junk, but that sucker is right in the spot it needs to be. There's like a little lip right there. It's in there. I'll be damned. Did another one just by myself. Sweet. Yep, paint's coming off. Need to paint that yet. That's awesome. I just gotta wait for them parts. So Amber's car is about ready to start. You don't want to be on camera, honey. It's your car. Okay. A few little things I got to do. Hey, so look, motor's in there. It's in the right spot, but it's sitting a little bit too far this way, down to my left. You can see it, where it's sitting like that, and that is causing the pan to hit the cross member. But these have an adjustment up or down, so what I need to do is hook the cherry picker back up, give her a little bit of a twist, and then tighten her down. But she is sitting in there crooked. I can see it. So I do have the motor mount bolts in. That's important. So now I can just, you know, maneuver it back and forth. It is hot as balls, but it's in there. That's what matters, right? All right, let me get this done. Well, you know how everything seems to be too easy? It is. It was way too easy. So my motor mounts go in place. They went right in place, except for the fact that the oil pan is hitting the cross member and won't allow the motor mounts to go all the way down. So I'm gonna have to figure this out. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for this one. Just a little heads up. They don't always fit. Even when it looks like they fit, they don't always fit. Like and subscribe. Enjoy my misery. I gotta pull it back out. We'll see you next time on Jay Screws This Up and Nothing Wants to Fit. God. Hi, welcome back to Irish Outlaw Garage. In our last meeting, we got this Pontiac 400 down in Artemis, and you saw on a short my little finagling of how to get that oil pan in there. There's more to that story, but that's for another time. Right now I'm in the process of taking everything back apart that I had put together to get this thing running. Y'all saw it run. Had a little bit of a noise. I know what that noise is. It's all good. But I'm in the process of taking her back apart. I'm gonna pull it out. I gotta do some more stuff with that frame in there. Didn't give her a final touch up, you know, put the power steering lines on, all that stuff. But I was just curious to have the motor run while I was waiting on parts, you know. Content, y'all. I didn't really have anything. I had nothing on Blanche and I had nothing on him because I was waiting on parts. So I did that just as kind of a experiment of sorts, I guess. And it worked. It worked. But right now I'm just tearing it all back down, boring, yada yada, take some bolts off, all that crap. But I'll get back with you when we get ready to pull the motor out, all right? I'll get back with you in just a second. Watch this. Clean the lens a little bit. Let's make it short, shall we? Watch. Hey folks, welcome back to another edition of Pissed Off Fabrication with, you know, well, that was horrible. Part 2. Hi there, welcome back to Irish Outlaw Garage and another edition of Pissed Off Fabrication. Ready? So I put the thing in, motor, it was in there. Was fine, didn't leak, nothing, but made a knocking noise. Turns out I gave her one too many whacks, you know, and put a little bit too much backswing in one. So let me show you what we got. So I got the motor out. She's out, in there, hold the windage tray, and right there, she was hitting because I had knocked this up through the pan, and I just knocked that back out. That little hole ain't gonna hold nothing. But nothing's damaged, everything's good. This will go right back in, no big deal. And then the pan here, you can see the inside of the pan that I beat the hell out of just to get it fit. And, you know, it's not part of my noise. And, you know, there's no holes. It wasn't leaking, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna JV weld this down, and I'm just gonna stick it back together. I'll knock out that spot that hit this right here. I'll knock it out a little bit, but you know, yeah, I'm just gonna put it back together. Let's see what that one does, huh? So, anyway, here's the right pan. Let me show you a couple things that make this pan the right pan for these cars, and they will only fit on these cars. You cannot put a regular oil pan, Pontiac 400, 455, whatever, they're all the same. You cannot put them on these cars. Number one, these indentions mean something. This is where your cross member comes down. There's little spots that go through here. This flat spot where it goes up like this means something. It goes up so it'll fit in the cross member and have room to shimmy and shake and do all of its natural business. Then, because of the way this is designed, it has these here indentions right here that give you clearance for your main cap bolts. Okay? That's the difference. I've had all kinds of comments on everything from cut the frame and redo it. You got the wrong motor mounts. And I respect every comment. I want all comments, whether you think I'm a jackass for what I'm doing, or if, you know, ideas, you know, on how to get it, you know, to solve that without having to buy the expensive pan. But the fact of the matter is, unless you want to go cutting everything up or doing what I just did, maybe a little nicer and not just an experiment, which is what it was, I was never going to leave that in there. I was waiting on parts. So I was bored. I needed some content, and I blew up 100,000, or probably by the time you see this video, it would be 100,000 views. And all I was doing was waiting on this. This will fit perfectly right down in there. I won't have to do nothing. I got new motor mounts and everything. Now, you know, people had some unkind words, and I'm okay with that. I'm a big boy. I've had some really nasty stuff said to me in my past and my future probably and everything, but this pan is the only pan that will fit on this 400 in this 68 Bonneville basically chassis. So, and it wasn't just me that figured this out. I called a couple different. I called Butler. I called the company that I got this from. Yes, you have to have this pan to fit and work in this car. You'll see this short of me acting like I'm going to put this back on, and it's going to catch all kinds of hell. And that's fine. It's great. I love it. I love the turmoil and all the comments. I'm laughing in the background. I mean, I never said anything mean to anybody, and I will not. I'm not that kind of guy. But yeah, you have to have this pan to fit on this car. The only other way you can do it is shim it up. Probably you would have to shim the motor mounts up maybe a ½ an inch. I mean, it is that big. It's that big a deal. And I'm not going and cutting this frame, you know, just to fit a Chinesium friggin' oil pan in here. I'm not doing it. So, all right, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the gasket, because I did get a one-piece rubber gasket, but the one-piece rubber has the little prongs in the back that's supposed to go through the pan like they do on these, and this one does not. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to do some, I may have to wait and see if I can get another pan gasket, like a regular pan gasket. I didn't realize this didn't come with the thing. And then of course I get on the website where I got it, and they said, oh yeah, these things have the prongs, some of them don't. 69 and back do not. So I did my research, guys. I'm not a complete moron, only when I want to be, and it's funny. So anyway, take care. We'll get this thing on. Hi, welcome back. So in the time of when I shut this last part of the video off into now, it's been about, I don't know, half hour, maybe 45 minutes. I posted that short where I was going to put that old pan on and it has been nothing but hate and laughter, because some people get the joke, they know I'm not being serious, and some people just ain't getting it. Really respected engine builders in the community are just angry. So I ain't putting that in. I just got my gasket. I got me some new sealer because I can't find mine. I'm gonna stick the new pan on there. But yeah, that got kind of out of hand, but you know, whatever works, right? So let's get this on here. All right, so what I do is, you've seen me use this stuff before. They didn't have the stuff that were out that I normally use, but this is Permatex High-Tack. I don't like using a lot of RTV because it breaks down. It just does. If you let the gasket do its job, you don't need all that RTV. So what I'll do is I'll get this thing a good set of shellac on there, good and tight, get it up on there, and do the same with this. The only thing I will do is I'll put some RTV at the ends here, right here where the timing cover meet. You want some there and there. But other than that, I don't like putting it all the way through it. Now the nice thing about Fel-Pro is I did buy a full rubber gasket, but without the engine on a stand and upside down, it's a son of a bitch. And I know I could use fishing string and all kinds of crap, but I was like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with it, because I can't find any fishing string, because I ain't got time to fish. Why would I have any string? So Fel-Pro gives you these little things right here, these little couplers or holders or whatever. That way you can put these up in here and just pop them in, you know, one at a time, and it'll hold. And I'll have this RTV'd well enough and everything that on these corners, and the shellac will help keep this end piece. It'll help it stay up in there. So that's what we're doing. I could show you how to do it. I'm sure a lot of you know how to do it. It's not real hard. This is a lot easier job when the motor's upside down, but people did it for years. I mean, you used to get your bearings changed at the local filling station up on their big old hydraulic lift. You'd bring it in the morning, get it home in the afternoon. I mean, people done it all the time. I could have done it on the car, but I don't know. I thought I better get it out of there and, you know, at least let people in on the joke. My God, I've never been called so many names. But anyway, let me get this on here. I'll get back with you. Right oil pan. It's going back in the car. Wrong oil pan. It's over there. Spoof over. So let's get this thing back in there. That was a pain in the butt, by the way. I'm not real big on using RTV, but I went ahead and did, because this pan was new, brand new, so it wouldn't quite line up. So yeah, I went ahead and RTV'd it. A lot in the corners here, you know, probably more than I needed, but couldn't use these because I couldn't get it on there. Whatever, you know what? I'm over it. Simply over it. That was the purpose of the spoof little pan thing I did. But it was something to do, guys. Anyway, let's get this motor back in. Almost back in there. See, this is why I don't like getting in a hurry. And I'm not in a hurry. I'm just, I don't know, frustrated. Let me get them on real quick. They're back on. Let's do this again. Going down. Easy, boy, easy. We're going to go. Yeah, you're going to be that way. Fine. Came off the metal. Now I literally need like that much. So, that way. Whoops. Hit the nose. Just like such. Should be able to get her down in there now. Oh yeah. Nope, I need to do something real quick. Trans jack duo. See, it was a lot easier when the car was on the ground. But it'll work. Boom. Right in the spot. That son of a gun went right in. No pan hitting, no nothing. Pacific pan for this car. No need to cut out anything. Just use the right pan. That's all it is. Yep. Perfect. That's all it was. And this is the same pan they put on the first gen Firebirds and stuff too. People always have to shim this and shim that. Just get the right pan. Yeah, it was Ames Performance, who I've gotten a lot of parts for this car and this engine. They had them. They didn't even charge me shipping, I don't believe. I checked the receipt, but 198 bucks. Plus in that order, it was another 25 or 30 because I got a different alternator bracket and stuff like that I got from them. But I've gotten a lot of stuff from Ames. They had the right pan. If you're working with a Pontiac 69 and older, you need this pan. Don't try to put the cheapy Chinese knockoffs and all this other shit on it. You don't need to cut your cross member and redo it. You don't need special motor mounts. You don't need nothing. You just need the right pan. So my camera got extra hot, so I had to quit filming, but I kept going as I said I was going to. Got the pan on, the right pan as we call it, which sounds strange, but in this car there is no such thing as a just use the cheap pan or the one that here cut this and all that shit. Went right in. All the room in the world, motor mounts fit, oil pan, perfect. So, if you want, I'll get you underneath there and show it to you. Give me just a second. As you can see, she's nice and level. I do have a jack holding that up right now because I'm going to reconfigure some stuff on the cross member. But, she's nice and level, plenty of room for belt and the pulley. So let's get you under there, show you. Look at all that room. Look at all that room in there. Unbelievable. But, I don't know who the comedian is, but it's, can't get under there to show you. Yep, so it's got plenty of room under there. Look at that. Original motor mounts, well, new style original motor mounts, and she's perfect. So yeah, that's that. Now look, I appreciate all the subscribers, all the commenters, all the likes, everything, people that share what I'm doing. And I know that was a horrible joke to play on people, and people took it pretty serious. But I take it pretty serious too. I mean, there's no way I was gonna put this. There's no way. Look at that. I beat the dog tar out of that thing, but it did not leak. It didn't leak. But anyway, I knew that this oil pan right here, the gold one right there, was not gonna work as soon as I got the motor down in there. I should have known when I saw the windage tray in it, because the original didn't, and it was so rusted out, you know, it was leaking, so I threw it away, so I had nothing to go on. But I did know, one thing I could tell was the drain plug was on the front part of the sump on the original oil pan, and all these other 400 Pontiac ones you can buy that you don't search for, you just call up Amazon or whoever and they got them. It's not the same. So I don't know, I decided to play a little joke, like, you know, like I would really put that in there. Now I would have, if it would have been like 1/4 of an inch, I probably would have just tap and put it in there. But this was, we're talking 2-3 inches. Nothing got hurt, there's nothing wrong, guys. It's all good. It was all in good fun. There was a few people that knew what I was doing. Boy, there was some that whoo, the hate. That's okay though, free country, say what you want, I don't care. But she's in there. So like, again, it looks like I'm about to hit 1,000 subscribers, and you have no idea how much that means to me. I would like to thank everybody out there in YouTube land that watches my videos, and everybody in the No Name National community, all the sponsors, everybody. It don't matter who it is. I feel like a friend to everybody. I don't, you know, I don't want to seem like I'm outside the lines of anybody else, man. I'm just a truck driver, dad, biker that loves working on old stuff, and I just happen to have a weird selection of cars. And this one here has been the absolute biggest torture and test on me of any car that I've ever done, just because of the shape and how we got it. But again, I can't, you know, tell you guys how much I appreciate you guys like and subscribe and comment, and keep them coming. You know, I like it when people give me suggestions. It's not that cutting the cross member it's not a crazy idea. People do it, you know, all the time. But I'm not building a race car. I'm not building anything. So I want to make her as, you know, back to factory in this sense as I can. And I think I've done that. I just got to work on this cross member a little bit. But, you know, the motor's in there. I know she runs good. So I appreciate y'all watching. Please like and subscribe. Share to your friends. Comment. Hit that notification. I've been doing a lot of shorts lately. Take care of yourselves, and enjoy what we got left of the summer, okay? We'll see you in September, end of September in Sikeston, Missouri. You can check out a few of my cars. I'm actually going to bring quite a few. Take care.